All right, so this lesson's really similar to the previous one, except this time it's long division with double digit divisors. So that means there's two numbers right over here to the left of the box, okay? So it works the same way. It's the same exact steps. Remember we wrote divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then repeat. It's the same exact steps from the notes a few days ago. But there's just two numbers right here in the divisor, okay? So let's talk about how we're going to approach this kind of stuff. You can use a calculator with this stuff. What that means is not simply typing in, so let's use this first one, is not simply typing in 210 divided by 15, and it gives you the answer, but it doesn't actually give you practice or help you get better at long division. That's the goal here, okay? So let's walk through how to appropriately use a calculator. So here we go. First one. Does 15 go into 21? Well, yes, it does. This might be kind of easy. It goes into it one time. Either way, you can use your calculator by taking 21, you type in 21 divided by 15, and you end up with an answer that actually says 1.4 on your calculator. Okay, all we're worried about is the number to the left of the decimal, the 1. So that means your 1 goes up here. 15 goes into 21 one time. Let me erase this stuff here. So now you can continue your division problem like normal. 1 times 15 is 15. You subtract and you get 6. Bring down your 0 and you get 60. So how many times does 15 go into 60? Some of you may know this, but others of you may need to use a calculator. It's okay to use a calculator. Let's do 60 divided by 15. And you get 4, exactly 4 times. Okay? 4 times 15 is 60. Subtract, and your remainder is 0. As noted, there are no remainders on this page. Okay? So you should always end up with 0 here at the bottom. Excuse me, that's the bell for school. If you hear that on the video. All right, let's go to the next one. 1,620 divided by 27. Okay, this will be difficult because really the first number you're working with is 162. Because 26 doesn't go into 1, or 27 doesn't go into 1 or 16. So we're looking at our third digit, 162. Personally, I don't have my 27s memorized for multiplication facts, so I don't know that. So I'm going to use my calculator and type in 162 divided by 27, and it turns out to be exactly 6 times. Okay? 6 times 27 gives you 162. You subtract, and you get 0. Bring down your other 0. And this part's easy. 27 goes into 0 exactly 0 times. Okay, and that's the end of my numbers. 0 is my last number right here. I get a remainder of 0. So 60 is my quotient, my answer. Okay. So again, using a calculator doesn't mean you just type in the whole problem. You still have to show your steps, show your work on paper. We'll do another one here. 1,914 divided by 22. Well, does 22 go to 19?
All freshmen
Nope.
in the auditorium at this time. All freshmen, please report to the auditorium.
Oh, another announcement. Sorry about that. That's all right. So we have to move on to 191. Okay, so let's use our calculator for that. 191 divided by 22. And you end up with something that says 8.6818, and it keeps going on forever, okay? Again, all I'm worried about is what's to the left of the decimal, right here, to the left of the decimal. So 22 goes into 191 8 times, and then we continue our long division process. 8. So then you use your calculator again, if you would like, to type in 8 times 22. which gives us 176. Okay. If we subtract, we've got to borrow here, so that becomes an 8. This becomes an 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. 8 minus 7 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 15 is left over. Bring down the 4. So 154. Again, I don't know how many times 22 goes into 154. So use your calculator. 154 divided by 22 gives you exactly 7. 7 times 22 is 154. Subtract and your remainder is 0. So 87 is our answer. Okay. All right. So hopefully it's clear about the way I want you to use your calculator on long division when you have double digits in the divisor. Okay. So that's how I want that to happen there. If you just use your calculator and type in the whole problem, it doesn't actually help you get better at long division. So let's scroll down here. I'm just going to work through these really quick. If you need to pause it as we go, that's perfectly fine. Go at your own pace. So I'll do a little less talking and work through these things, okay? All right, let's make this one the last problem. Not sure if we'll have time for the final 3. Maybe I'll just put the answers for those and not make all the work. Let's do this one, 238 divided by 17. And I'll actually talk through this last one quickly just to do a little review here. So 17 goes into 23 one time. 6 left over, bring down the 8. Using my calculator, 68 divided by 17 gives me 4 times. Remainder of 0. Okay. And I'll just write the answers for these last ones really quick. So 45 times is your answer. 65. And our last problem here, 68. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. Let me know if you have any questions on this.